Morning. Celeste the Silver Cord here. I know my friend Elsa told me I need to make a better entrance or something. Or a new morning catchphrase or something. Or I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, drop them in the comments. I know. Oh, ready for this Mercury retrograde to be over. I have this home thing on Saturday. I'm like, literally the day it goes direct. I'm like, really? Oh, but the stress of all this, man. With everybody going nuts. And nobody likes me right now. Nobody likes me right now. The only person who likes me right now is my boyfriend. But everybody else has decided that they're gonna hate on my boyfriend. He's not good enough. He's not working hard enough. He's not doing enough. He's not good enough for me. And now they're bringing up, yeah, he was in prison for 10 years. And they're acting like this is something fucking new that I know. No, I've known the whole time. And yeah, for real, at first, didn't thought I'd be dating a dude that was in prison for 10 years. But he's in prison for doing the very thing that I know for a fact almost every guy in this area has done. Yeah, he robbed somebody. I don't know what it is about down here, but I know for a fact for 3 or 4 other guys his age were doing the same things at 19. He was homeless, he was on the street, he was hungry, and he robbed somebody for some money. And he's the one who got caught. Out of the other people I know, didn't get caught. And they're considered the prodigal fucking person in my family. They're so spectacular. Oh, they're so wonderful. Of course, everybody didn't like them when they lived closer to. They didn't even like them until they moved away. But beyond the point, they're casting judgment. They're like, so he says. I'm like, so he says? It's almost been a year that I've been dating him. I've met his mother. I've met his grandparents, his aunts, his uncles. You know, his whole family that all corroborate this story. So he says. Oh my God. It's, I don't know what it is, but I did have to put my foot down. I'm like, if you guys are going to tell me if a stipulation of staying here and helping you guys pay off this house is you're going to tell me who I can and can't date, yeah, I'll walk right out the fucking door. I don't care how much work I put in. I don't care what I did. I will walk out the door. I don't play that. I don't play that. You're going to tell me who I can and can't date at 36 years old like I'm some kind of child idiot. And then they have the audacity to tell me, you don't see the world as it is. All you can see it is through your askewed perspective. You don't see how it is. No. I refuse to play along with y'all's games and y'all's delusions on who you guys think you are compared to what your actions say you are. And you hate me because I pointed out. I'm not afraid to. I'm going to sit around and listen to everybody else dog every decision I make. Yeah, I'm going to start pointing out the fact that you're not fucking angels either. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, can't change these people. I'm never going to be my sister. Never going to be my sister. My sister's so fantastic. My sister's a certified CNA stocking shelves at Walmart right now. She's stocking shelves at Walmart because she went to school to be a CNA and found out that she made more when she started as freaking cashier than she did as a CNA helping people. So now she's going to nursing school to get her nursing license, and she's working Walmart because the CNA jobs wouldn't let her work around her schedule so that she could go to school to further her career. So she had to leave her career to make money, to go to school to further her career, because her career path actually wouldn't allow her to do that. I love my sister, and yeah, she's inspiring, but she's fucking crazy too. She's just as crazy as the rest of us. You guys think she's perfect because you never see her anymore. She moved 13 hours away. I understand why now. Everything I just did in this house was because my sister lived here for 15 years and raised her kids here. And there was like, there was kid stuff all over the walls. Stickers from when the girls were little, carvings, spots where her cat said, scratched up the wood, all that. A couple broken window panes. Yeah, and they left. It got to be too much for them to hold the burden of everybody else. And they left. And they're both doing really, really well right now. Granted, it took my sister 15 years to finally come to that conclusion. It's only taken me 5. Been in this house for about 5 years now, I think. It's been 5 years? 3 years? 4 years? Maybe 4 years. I don't know. I told you guys, ever since October, I've got no concept of time anymore. But yeah, will I move? Won't I move? I have no idea at this point, but now that I have floated that idea out into the universe and mentioned it to several people, now it's a wait and see game. I love it too. Whenever you make a huge decision like that in your mind, the amount of possibilities that suddenly open up all around you are amazing. But yeah, I'm done. I can't anymore, man. I mean, I can't sit around with people who all they do is talk shit about people. Because if they're talking shit about people to you, you know what they're doing with other people. Talking shit about you to them. And I know for a fact that my mother has been over at my grandmother's house just seeding all kinds of poisonous shit about my boyfriend. And yeah, he drinks. And that bothers my mother to no end. I have no idea why she's got such a thing with it. I mean, my dad was a drinker and whatnot, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like it was so much his fault the older I get. I understand it a little bit more than I did when I was a child. But that's another thing. Oh, that's not what really happened. That's just my a skewed perspective of it, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm not arguing schematics anymore. Let's see. Well, the decks are getting very picky, so I don't know. Which one do you guys think? This one? I'm gonna go with this one. I ain't used her in a while. This was my first deck that I found that had the cool images on it. I love this deck. I love it. Beads. Yeah. So I'll take my skewed perspective elsewhere. I actually thought about going live yesterday morning. This is what triggered it all. I was literally about to hit live on my phone, and they came over. And I was all excited. I was in a good mood. I'm bubbly and popping around. I feel great. I'm doing it today. I got my lighting fixed. I look good on the camera for as far as I felt. And I was feeling really good. My son was awake, but he was just chilling with his phone, playing one of his little mind games. And so he was being quiet, and I was like, "Hey, Bill, you mind if I go live? Be quiet." And he was like, "Oh yeah, Ma, go ahead." And then they came over with a problem. And because I couldn't fix their problem for them and promised them that I could fix it for them right then and there, and I was like, no, you're going to have to give me a little time. I need to talk to him. We need to figure out what we're going to do. They immediately started attacking him. And yeah. And then I was in a really shitty mood after that. Pretty much, right before I hit live, someone came over and took a big old negative energy dump on me and pretty much ruined my energy for the rest of the day. And I didn't feel like coming out here or I was trying to do it in the house because it was raining a lot yesterday. But I just didn't have it in me. And I can't live like that anymore. I can't further my career. I can't further my channel. I can't work on anything that I need to work on right now. I mean, the things with my cousin is the thing with my cousin. I understand that. And yes, of course, I do not mind doing what I have to do to help him. And if that puts a damper for a couple of weeks, that's not a problem. At least I have an end date for that. After Saturday, I can go back to creating art and making more videos for you guys. Or so I thought. But I can't if I'm going to have someone constantly bombarding me with negative energy. I swear, it's like every time she comes over and then she leaves, it's like she took a big old negative energy dump in the house. Somebody ends up fighting. It's not me and my boyfriend, it's my kids. And I don't know why or what is going on right now, but it's happening way too much and way too frequently. They're not in control of their energy, and I don't know. I don't have I can't be constantly in charge of trying to steer the fucking ship against someone who's constantly trying to fucking flip the boat over. You know? And I'm not going to live someplace where I'm going to be told who I can and cannot date. I don't play that. It's not my deal. Not my deal. It's just a hard line that I have. There's certain boundaries I'm not going to allow people to cross. Ooh, looking good, looking good. 12 minutes. Time to get through the cards. Should I do a magic card for today? What I got here? I got a dark mirror, couple tarots, a couple of those, and we'll see what comes out on this guy. So how was your Mercury retrograde? Mine was, my cousin got stuck in foster care, my dog got ran over by a car, and for the final week, it's gonna tell me what to fucking do, I'm gonna leave. I mean, shit. Crazy, crazy. I'm ready for that post-shadow phase. I really enjoy the post-shadow phase of Mercury retrogrades because it's the end, right? It's just when all the shit that's happened over the last few weeks just finally runs its course in that cycle. If you were smart and you learned your lessons and you did what you needed to change, then things start moving along for you. And if not, and if you don't change or whatever, things generally still do smooth out. You just go back into the cycle again. And it'll be, see you again with this same problem. If not next Mercury retrograde, we will get you again. It's 3 times a year. Alrighty. Oh, just for fun, guys. Just for fun. Just for those who've been playing the home game with me the whole time. Look what I got. Fairy magic. Alright. Fairies have been a huge theme lately. They've been just a buzz. I like to think that I'm fae. That's why I can go from being so sweet to such a bitch so quickly. Alright. So we have forgetting oneself. Be mindful that if you are facing issues like I am, that you are not numbing yourself instead of facing the problems. Alright? I've said this before. This guy's wearing a half mask and he's eating lotus flowers and he's just numbing himself to the fact that there needs to be a change or someone around them is unhappy or something along those lines is going on. And instead of, because you can't fix the problem, or you can fix the problem, but you don't want to acknowledge what you need to do. The answer you want is not what you're not getting the answer you want. The universe is telling you something, and you're fighting it. You don't want to hear it. But that, and it has to do with heartbreak. You don't want it, and you don't want to cause it. But Two of Wands, it's time to make a decision what you're really passionate about. Princess of Swords, it's time to use your words wisely, cut through the bullshit. Battery's dying, so I'm going a little quick this morning. It's time to start manifesting your own reality and putting your focus on what you want to do. In this deck, I know she's kind of wearing a mask, but if you notice, it's not covering that much. I think it's cool that it's actually a plague doctor mask with everything going on. But this is a woman who's dressed and ready. She's got her whip in her hand, and she is ready for that party. Five of Pentacles. Money is an issue for everybody right now. Maybe will we get around a second stimulus text? Won't we? What will we do? It can't be about money anymore, guys. And sometimes the fact that you focus on money so much is the reason why you can't bring it in. Nine of Cups. So you just need to decide what you're passionate about, and don't let money make your decisions with that one. You can figure out how to do things without money. I said that too. I just painted my whole house. My uncle saw a bunch of paint cans outside of the big juggy ones outside of a Sherman-Williams. And when he went there and asked what they were doing with it, they said they were throwing it out. They had just finished painting a house and didn't need the paint anymore. And that's where I got all the paint to paint my house. Just saying, the Nine of Cups cannot be bought. All right. Elements. The elements of fire, air, earth, water combine to create a powerful protective boundaries. Set your healthy boundaries. Spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional boundaries. Healthy ones need to be set. All right, so there's the elements. Remember, earth is physical reality. That's where you need to make moves in this dimension. Air is your words and your thoughts. Where is your mind all the time? What is your mouth saying all the time? That's how you're creating your reality around you. Fire is where your passion is, and water is where your emotions are. You get them all in line, and things will start moving. You won't even believe it. You won't feel like you're a part of the rest of the world. You'll see it. You'll be like, I understand why these people are doing this, but I just don't see the need to do any of that. I don't feel a part of it. And your life will keep moving forward, regardless of what's going on around the craziness. Excuse me. Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elements to achieve your goals. I have never asked the gods or fairies or the elements to ever do anything for me. I ask for the strength to do it for myself. You ask them to do it for you, and then that's how you get the genie wish. Where you get what you wished for, but it ends up being hell. All right? That's our cards and coffee for this morning. There goes my 15% battery thing. I was bad. I didn't charge my phone last night. But if you guys like this, as always, like, share, subscribe, spank that bell, and I will talk to you later. I love you guys. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all. Bye.